Yeah. Brock's had a fantastic pre-season. He's ticked all the boxes. Previous few seasons, his body's probably let him down a little bit over summer, and the demands the game puts on you now. You just have to be training all summer to keep your fitness. So, yeah, Brock's raring to go for a big season. It wasn't bad. It's hard to get a gauge on these games. We had lots of fill-ins from the Northern Bullants who did a great job, but often they're a bit off the page with what we're trying to do, and sometimes that amalgamation can fall down a little bit. But most guys went into the game just hoping to get a good run out of it, get some good touch, and I think everyone probably achieved that goal. Not off the cuff. I'm not someone who's great at telling you who's played a fantastic game or not after the game, but Andy Collins I thought had a really good game. Brock had a fantastic game. Andrew Walker really stood out. So those guys have all followed on from a good summer campaign they've had so far. Blades is is an interesting one. Not having him for almost the whole season last year, we really did miss him. He's one of those guys who maybe doesn't get a lot of notoriety and attention, but he certainly makes everyone around him a better player just by how he organises and instructs, and he's obviously brought that leadership style from Geelong, which is fantastic, and we definitely need him out there. And Watto's had a good summer as well, and he just needs to keep going on the same path he is and defending hard and using the ball, which is his main asset. Yeah, it's great. Everyone in the public's well aware of what Rowie went through, and he's a real inspiration to everyone. I don't think you would have heard him complain once over the whole term of everything that happened. He just came in here with a smile on his face, and when his health got better and he's able to work hard, he's got his body and his health back to a standard that can compete, and he's another one that we're certainly going to need and expect a lot out of this year. I hope so. It's competitive for spots up there when Wadey's back, and Levi has shown that he can hold down a tall forward spot, and Shawnee Hampson as well. So we've got lots of tools to pick from. So it's going to be competitive for spots. Whoever gets a spot is going to be able to perform well. Yeah, similar to the game today, it's a bit hard to get a gauge on that. If you ask, one player from every club, they'd say the same thing. Everyone's fit, everyone's training well. So the true test is going to come. A little bit through the NAB Cup, but then when we get into the real season, I think we'll be able to get a better gauge for where the side's at and what our goals are. Yeah, the older you get, the more you hate pre-season. So I'm sure if you ask Heath Scotland, he'd tell you the same thing, or Juddy or Wadey. But you train and you just sort of you feel like you're over prepared to get in and play a game. So it was good to get out there and just get involved in some competitive stuff today. Yeah. I think there's going to be an adjustment period with what Mick expects from us. But saying that, I think everyone, Mick's pedigree and how successful he's been as a coach, we know that he's got high standards, and he's not going to fall for lax performances and guys letting the team down. So I think that's healthy for everyone, for the club and for the playing group as well. I'd say Murph definitely, Cruz definitely. Who else did you say? Jamison. Yeah, look, I'm not sure. I'd say the majority of those guys are going to be right to play at least that one or the first NAB Cup game. But similar issues with every club. You've got some guys that are coming off different programs in pre-season and different loads. Guys are at different stages of their careers, so it doesn't really mean a whole heap of guys aren't playing today. Look, it sits at a stage where Simo, Arcade, Mark and myself will get a go through the NAB Cup. It's leading the team, and I think all of us will probably feel the same way about it. It'd be a fantastic honour to get the captaincy, but in saying that, we're lucky that each of us are going to support each other no matter what Mick chooses. As much as Mick knows us through what we've trained in pre-season, he doesn't really know us in game situations yet. So I think once he learns what we're like with the group, him and the coaches will make a measured decision on who's going to lead the team. But yeah, look, it's exciting whoever's going to get the job. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'll put that much thought into it. I've never played under co-captain, so I'm not really sure how that system would work. But playing under Juddy for a few years, certainly Simo and Arcade, Mark and myself have learnt from the best on how to lead a team by example and through his actions and words. So I think whoever gets the job is going to have good support and should do a good job. Probably hasn't got down to that stage yet, but Mick's made it clear to the leadership group, as have the other coaches, about what they expect from us as leaders. So, and that includes Nick Dygan and Jared Waite, the other two guys in the leadership group. So, all five of us together, Mick's got high expectations for us in the example that we set and how we play on the weekend as well. Well, the leaders were voted in by the by the players, and then I'm sure it's a decision. The captain, it's something that gets run through the footy department, whoever that is, Macca or Swanee, through Mick as well, and make their decision on a range of factors, I'm sure. Yeah, to just even be considered for it is really humbling. I've played here for a long time, as have the other two guys. So it would truly be an honour. I'm not trying to overstate it, but look, I think that's how both of the other guys feel, as I do as well. So I think once it's settled, and we'll probably end up being a joint position anyway through us helping each other and all that sort of stuff. So look, it's exciting, no doubt. I've spoken to him a couple of times, look, he's got a wealth of knowledge, having played under John Worsfold and his sort of experience, and being in a successful team, he knows what it takes to get to the top level. Look, Juddy's a fantastic example. He's someone that's always willing to offer his experience and offer his know-how. So in a way, we're lucky that Juddy's still here and playing such a big part still. So he's able to help us along. Like most people, a bit surprised and just a bit unsure about the facts and details and that sort of stuff. So look, it is something the players need to be concerned with, but also speaking on behalf of myself and our club, it is important that you're careful, and it is important that it's ticked off by the right people and goes through the right channels. No, I've never personally been someone who's taken many supplements at all. Protein's probably as far as I would go, but everything at our club gets ticked off by the doctor. I know some guys buy stuff over the internet in the past, and they're always careful to check with the doc. Our doctor, Ben Baresi, first, and he'll check the list with what's allowed and what's not allowed. So in this day and age, you've just got to be super, super careful. Look, it's hard to know. I mean, I only know how our clubs run. I only know what our processes are and the channels that things go through. So from a Carlton point of view, I just know that how things are checked off, how it's run through our doctor, how it's run through our sports science people, that something like this just wouldn't happen. No, it's just happened too soon. Yeah, we haven't even really discussed it, so it's just something that obviously broke yesterday or today. So coming in for the game today, it hasn't really been discussed. Again, I can't comment. I don't even know if Job was implicated on it. I can only talk about what's happened here. But as far as the Brownlow medal, he was a worthy winner, and I don't think whatever's happened should be taken away from him. He deserves it. Yeah, it's been like that the whole time. He certainly holds court when he's talking to the group, and he's got a presence about him, and it's something that speaks for itself with his success. And I know guys are really excited to get into the games and just feed off of his energy. Obviously, he's a passionate person. He loves coaching. He wants to see us succeed, and that's something that's certainly filtering through to the rest of the group. So it is exciting. Guys just want to get into the season and be able to work with him to hopefully have some success. Look, it wasn't my favourite, but yeah, look, I don't mind this Guernsey. I like how it's got some navy blue in it, so it still holds true to our history. I think that's important.